Hey there, my name is Rachel Harrison, and I am the School Liaison Officer as well as Facilitator at Egale Canada. Now, a little bit about Egale. Egale is Canada's leading organization for 2S LGBTQI people and issues. We improve and save lives through research, education, awareness, and by advocating for human rights and equality in Canada and around the world. Our work helps create societies and systems that reflect the universal truth that all persons are equal and none is other. Now, it really is no secret that 2S LGBTQI communities, our rights and our freedoms are under attack. There has been a huge rise in anti 2S LGBTQI hate fueled and gender critical movements across Canada, including a 64% rise in police reported hate crimes towards and targeting sexual orientation since 2020. The news has been flooded with reports of drag storytime events being canceled or overturned by hate fueled protesters. Drag storytime events, they've been canceled or met with anti 2S LGBTQI protesters in nearly, if not every single province, territory across Canada. However, some municipalities, such as Calgary, they are setting a positive example by taking proactive steps to protect 2S LGBTQI communities and our spaces. We've also seen transphobia and homophobia spread at secondary and post-secondary schools, from board meetings to on-campus speaking engagements. We do know from our 2021 report, Still in Every Class in Every School, which surveyed over 4,000 young people in high schools across Canada, that 64% of students continue to hear homophobic or transphobic comments daily or weekly at school. 2S LGBTQI students also report more incidents of targeted bullying from their or than their peers. So, for example, it was found that 30% of 2S LGBTQI students have been victims of cyberbullying compared to 8% of non 2S LGBTQI students. Now, pride flags, the very symbol of solidarity and inclusion of 2S LGBTQI people, are being desecrated, or worse, institutions and municipalities are opting not to fly the pride flag at all, leaving many feeling alone and wondering whether or not they are safe to be who they are. But if history is any indicator of what's to come, let it be known that our 2S LGBTQI communities and our allies will not stand by as our rights, freedoms, and safety come under threat. Whether it's by taking the streets at Pride, hosting or attending a drag story hour or other community event that promotes inclusion, it's essential that we take concrete actions to conquer or counter this wave of anti 2S LGBTQI hate. We will not let them unravel our pride. Speaking of such, Egale's 2023 Pride campaign, Pride Unraveled, was officially launched on June 6 with support from the Rogers All In initiative, which will amplify our Pride Unraveled campaign nationally across the Rogers sports and media suite of assets throughout June and July this summer. Pride Unraveled features a visceral symbol of the rise in hate towards 2S LGBTQI people, showing the symbol of pride, the progress pride flag, literally coming unraveled with each incident of hate in Canada. Through this symbolization and by amplifying community voices in a Power PSA, Pride Unraveled aims to raise awareness about the rise in anti-trans and anti-2S LGBTQI hate in Canada, and encourages everyone to march at their local Pride this year or take other actions to stand in solidarity with our 2S LGBTQI communities. Pride Unraveled also features a number of resources that can be accessed on the campaign loading page, including Pride safety toolkits for Pride organizers and for Pride attendees. Also shared are shareable social media assets, a Pride Unraveled summary report detailing some of the many incidents of hate towards our communities. And that can be found at egale.ca/won'tunravel. Ultimately, though, what does success look like for us? Success looks like a Canada and ultimately a world without homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, and all other forms of oppression so that every person can achieve their full potential, free from hatred and from bias. Thank you so much.